Welcome, everybody. We're at the last presentation in the morning. We will have two more presentations this afternoon, one by David Mellons and one by our Anna Payal. We're going to start this session with our three invocations. Girijā and I will lead each line, and then we want everybody to join in with us on each line. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Everybody. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Everybody. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Namo Gurave Namaha. Om Namo Gurave Namaha. Om Namo Gurave Namaha. Om Namo Gurave Namaha. Om. Let's sit for 1 minute to feel that electromagnetic vibration of sound in us all. So we want to start our presentation with honoring Kamala Kant, who just recently passed away, for those who don't know. And I'm going to chant the opening invocation of Isha Upanishad, which is directly related to this occasion. Anybody who knows it can join in. Oh, let's do an Om together. Om. Together. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om. And a few moments of silence. Girijā in the 1970s was spending a lot of time in San Francisco with us at the Ashram, pounding us with grammar, chanting verbs, chanting nouns, chanting mantras, chanting verses, whatever it might be, 6-7 hours a day. But every so often he would say, now stop, forget everything you just learned, and feel. So he was spending hours a day for years getting us connected to the Sanskrit vibration and then having us feel. Eventually I began to feel like the connection, and he said Sanskrit grammar, particularly Sanskrit grammar, has a connection to the cosmos. The cosmos that's beyond the mind and body. So we would chant, we would do the grammar, we would chant verses and sit and feel. And he would say, Sanskrit's the washing machine of the mind. It will learn you, don't even worry about memorizing. It will memorize for you. We spent 10, 12 years, 6 months a year, because he would spend 6 months here normally in the summer, and then come to San Francisco in September through May or something like that. So today we want to reinvent that kind of feeling. We're going to do some chanting and we're going to do some feeling. And then we're going to do some chanting. I'm going to read a little bit from his two other books that we have with us, Nada Yoga and Atma Bodha, and then we'll see how it goes. So Padas and Sarah talked to us about the mind yesterday. We have been given the gift of this mind that can get us through every day, get us through our challenges and our difficulties, allow us to go to school and study, to do our work. And the mind also has the power to elevate, take the Sanskrit vibration and lead us to the precipice of this anahata nadam, this turiyam, this fourth state, beyond the body and mind. Guruji was pounding us with this. Here we are today, reenacting some of that. The ashram, in my feeling, stands for that vibration of energy. And maybe you could say a little bit about who you are.
We have to be not just reenacting it, but acting it, because there's people like me who didn't know him in the body, but know him now and know the community now. And
so who are you anyway?
I'm Girijā, Andrea Baker, and I'm a Sanskrit student. I started studying more seriously after I came to the first World Sanskrit Day, and that was the moment that it sort of came together for me, that Sanskrit was the common denominator to most of the things that I loved, but it never occurred to me to think Sanskrit, because that's ridiculous. I'm not learning Sanskrit. Yeah, not going there. That's who I am.
I met Guruji in 1972. I came here, many of you have heard this, as a suicidal young man. The first thing he said to me when I met him was, if you want to stay here, you must study Sanskrit. I had no clue what Sanskrit was. I thought maybe they were on a special diet called Sanskrit. As it turns out, they were on a special diet called Sanskrit. 50 years later, I feel my dharma is to bring people to this special diet, this special electromagnetic vibration of energy that we all have in us and we all can connect with in a moment.
Oh, the old washing machine of the mind. It's been washing my mind since I started studying it.
And this was Guruji's intention. And we're going to talk about intention in a little bit. But the washing machine of the mind, the Sanskrit grammar, the electromagnetic energy will raise your consciousness and bring it up to a point where you feel the nadam more and more. I think maybe I should...
What's the nadam?
Yeah, I think I should go and read Guruji's piece on nadam. It's quite short. Outer music, or outer nada, is expressed in three forms: instrumental, vocal, and dance. All three forms are created. Each needs to be produced by means of either an outer instrument, the vocal cords, or the human body. Therefore, these are called ahata nada, meaning that which is produced using some instrument. Inner nada, on the other hand, is the inner music, the inner current, and inner light, the inner dance. The music is uncreated and uncaused. It is referred to as the anahata nada, as in un in Sanskrit meaning not, and ahata meaning played by instrument. In other words, this inner music is without either a material instrument or a human player. It is spontaneous, self-existent, and self-evident. Anahata nada is the unstruck sound. What does that mean? Ahatanatam is, I strike the chair, it makes that sound. I strike the floor, it makes that sound. This sound current in us has no maker. It's eternal. It's in us. It's been there forever. It will continue to be there forever. It's at our disposal. You can hear it, but you cannot tell what it is. You cannot miss it, but you cannot make any sense of it. It is that which transforms the world of the senses back into the cosmos of pure energy. That pure energy that is inside each one of us. This isn't a special program for some special person out there in the world who we cannot be like. We are that. We can be that.
I'll say that one of the reasons why I thought I couldn't study it is that I'm dyslexic, and my parents were told that I would never learn to read English. So approaching a second language was daunting, yeah. And I've so come to appreciate it as a corrective experience on so many levels. And there can be moments where I am tempted to approach it like a problem to be solved. You learn real quick that doesn't work. It's so much more than can ever be encountered simply. And this is my take on the themes of hope and unity. That hope and unity are naturally outpouring and beyond the realm of the problematic. There are things that are problems and we can solve them, and then there's mystery that's beyond. And Sanskrit is such a direct access to mystery, and into what Guruji called the big I am. I also really cherish, in that realm of mystery, there are things that we might question, but we're included in the question. So when I question my being, I am automatically in a sense of unity. It's not other, doesn't exclude.
About unity, we've discussed unity at length this weekend. The first unity is we're just coming together. What could be more unifying than sitting together? And we're sitting together around the same topic of Sanskrit. 20 different parts of the Sanskrit world, but together, here we are.
It's been shocking to run into so many people within Sanskrit who are studying such different facets. And there's the grammarian, there's the chanter, there's the panini person. I can't help but think of it with the diamond analogy and all the different facets.
And something I've kind of coming in touch with as we're planning for this event, the Sanskrit grammar has so many rules, and it's so vast and pretty much impossible to study the whole language in one lifetime. But there's no problem with that because it's the discipline involved in studying it that brings you to that nadam where when you go beyond the body and mind, turiyameva kevalam, that's where all the answers are. Guruji tells the story of going to visit Bhagavan Das, and Guruji felt really strange that Bhagavan Das didn't have a book, not one book in his ashram. So one day Guruji brought a book, big book, for Bhagavan Das to have. And when he got to the ashram, Bhagavan Das was unloading a suitcase of linens. And when he went to one of the shelves, Guruji put the book there and then backed up right away. Bhagavan Das comes back to the suitcase and, like, what's this? Picks up the book. Guruji's standing about so many feet away, and Bhagavan Das throws the book over Guruji's head. It took Guruji into such a state of energy, just that action, that he had to sit down and meditate. And when he came out of the meditation, Bhagavan Das was not little. Bhagavan Das was standing near him with his arm folded like, and Guruji said, "What's going on? What happened?" Bhagavan Das said, "Go get your book and bring it here." He was powerful in demonstrating his voice and in going beyond Turiya. So he said, "Bring your book here, open it, pick a page, pick a word, close it, don't tell me a word." And then Bhagavan Das told him what page it was and what word it was. This is when Guruji started to feel like he could understand going beyond the body and mind. And Guruji was a book person, neurosurgeon, Sanskrit scholar, electromagnetic Sanskrit scholar. And when you'd go visit Guruji in his cottage at night, whether it was here or there, you'd find he'd had Sanskrit books around, anatomy books around, Panini books around. He was a big book person to the end. But he was way beyond the books also. Oh yeah. Aid. You all have aid. We all have aid. First of all, you have attention. You're conscious. And what do you want to do with your attention? What do you intend to do with your attention? We all can choose what that will be.
Can we chant the vows?
Yeah, let's do that. Me? You?
You.
Okay, I'm going to lead little bit by little bit, and then I want everybody to join in and feel that vibration. The Sanskrit vibration is in you when you're chanting, especially. Ah, 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 it, e, it, e, it, e, e, ooh, 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 a, I, a, I, a, I, a, I, o, ow, o, ow, o, ow, o, ow, aha, aha, r, 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 lr, 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 lr. I didn't realize that. Whoa. Are we there? Yeah. I didn't realize that we often were telling people in our classes that litter and litter were hardly ever used. And then we had a goddess worship lady come sit in one of our classes. And she said she didn't look right. And she said, there's something wrong here. You don't have litter and litter standing out like in jumbo form. She said, it's very important. Put it back in. So we have to do that yet.
They're there.
The short one, oh, here, okay. They're both here, thank God. Yeah. So let's take this another step closer. For those of you who have problems with your hands and wrists, don't do this. Just sit and feel. But otherwise, we're going to shake out our hands. And we're going to give them a good shake. And we're going to bring the blood rushing to the palms. And the blood's carrying the prana to our palms. And then just have the palms facing each other. And feel that electromagnetic energy between the palms. And now keep the left palm still. And move the right palm slowly back and forth toward the left. In slow motion, as if you're swimming in this electromagnetic ocean of energy. And then keep the right palm still or the opposite palm still and move the other palm back and forth. Pay attention to what's going on here. And then slowly moving both palms toward each other, back and forth. And then slowly let your palms come down to a rested position and continue to feel for a moment. So this feeling we just felt between the palms is the electromagnetic energy that's throughout the entire body. Girijā used to take us through a meditation through every part of the body to feel it. This is the same. This is not separate from the anahatanadam that we can hear. They're like one coin with two sides. Here you can feel it directly between the palms, but otherwise you can feel it all day. And if you have the discipline, and particularly Girijā was talking about the discipline that Sanskrit grammar needs, that's helping us get ready to sit still to meditate and to feel this sound in us, to feel this electromagnetic vibration in us.
I feel it.
Oh, by the way, we want to take questions as they come up. We don't want to wait to the end because there might not be an end. So if you have a question, feel free to speak it from your seat, and we will repeat it so that people online can hear it. Okay. You're going to be brought the mic if you have a question. And feel free to raise your hand anytime. Turiyameva Kevalam, Girijā made this beautiful mantra. Turiya, fourth state, beyond the body and mind. Eva and Kevalam kind of resonate only, even. So he would always put a ma on the end of things he made up. So it would be Turiyameva Kevalam, Turiyameva Kevalam, Turiyameva Kevalam, Turiyameva Kevalam, together. Turiyameva Kevalam, Turiyameva Kevalam, Turiyameva Kevalam, Turiyameva Kevalam. Again, Turiyameva Kevalam, Turiyameva Kevalam, Turiyameva Kevalam, Turiyameva Kevalam. Let's sit and feel that. Girijā was such a brilliant speaker and a brilliant teacher. So we would go about doing these things that we're doing today. And then he would say, don't believe a word I say. I want you to experience it directly. And people would come to the ashram, especially elder people, and they would say to Girijā, you're brainwashing these people. And Girijā was so brilliant. And he would say, everything you can say is brainwashing. Every language, everything you're saying in any language, you're brainwashing. And he said, but Sanskrit language has the ability to be the washing machine of the mind and elevate the mind. So it's not just your normal brainwashing. Yes, it's brainwashing, but it's paranormal brainwashing that he was always pushing us toward. Day in, day out. I mean, 7 hours, 8 hours a day, can you imagine? We might break for lunch, right back into the cast iron pot of chanting it. And he never stopped. Never stopped.
What do you think about education?
That's up to you. That's yours.
This is mine?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I actually really like all the mind stuff, and I'm a big studier. I can study all day long. But so much the feeling has been at the heart and the engine of all my study.
Yeah.
We have a verse.
Pardon?
We have a verse.
Oh, yeah.
So the handouts are not in the same order as the presentation. You'll find this on page 4.
Or you can also see it there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to chant it little by little, and you're going to repeat with me, with us. And this is from Girijā's particular version, interpretation of Atmabodha, Sutra number 4. Parichinna, together. Parichinna. Again, parichinna. Parichinna. Ivagyanat. 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 Tannashe. Tannashe. Satikevalam. 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 Svayam. Svayam. Prakashate. Prakashate. Yatma. Yatma. Naren was talking earlier about Sunday. This Yatma is he, meaning indeed, amongst other things, and Atma. But when you combine an E bumping into an A, short or long E bumping into a short or long A, try it. E, and go faster and faster. Ya. And Ya becomes a semi-vowel for that reason. Yatma, Yatma, Megha, Megha, Payen, Payen, Megha, Payen, Megha, Payen, Shuman, Shuman, Iva, Shuman, Iva, Shuman, Iva. So there, at the end of Shuman, you have a consonant with no vowel bumping in to the short E of Iva. That's a consonant vowel sounding. It's really simple. Shumaniva, Shumaniva. Again, Shumaniva.
Shumaniva.
Beautiful. I'm just going to read one paragraph from Guruji's brilliance. Omnipresent, omniscient, and omnipotent consciousness feels a sense of limitation in the body on account of ignorance. Due to ignorance of his real nature, man has hypnotized himself with wrong suggestions. We were talking about gum earlier with Naren. Wrong direction. As a consequence of this hypnotic dream, he feels himself limited in knowledge, power, and existence. When this ignorance is overcome through self-analysis, the self, which is the real existence of man, which is omnipresent, omniscient, and omnipotent, reveals itself and the reality of the universe in the same way that the sun reveals the real nature of the world when the clouds disappear. It seems so difficult, but if we give our intention to listening to that nadam, that anahata nadam, do some Sanskrit grammar, listen, feel, do some more, go do your work in the garden, continue with your life, but give yourself a little bit of discipline if your intention, that's the aid, discipline, if your intention is to grow yourself higher or let yourself be grown higher. Because remember, Sanskrit's the washing machine of the mind. It will learn you. Turiyam will learn you. When you go there, all the answers are there.
Chant some grammar?
Yeah. She has such good ideas.
Prakashate.
Yeah. Kash, to shine. I think Naren might have touched on this, but anyway. You do.
Me do.
So she's going to give us present tense and go through all the 9 parts. She's going to do one at a time. We're going to repeat.
One at a time?
One at a time.
Okay. Prakashate.
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 Prakashante.
Prakashante.
Prakashase.
Prakashase.
Prakashate.
Prakashate.
Prakashadve.
Prakashadve.
Prakashase.
Prakashase.
Prakashe.
Prakashe.
Prakashate. Prakashadavahe.
Prakashave. Yeah, good.
I don't chant a whole lot of Atmanipada. Prakashamahe.
Prakashamahe. Good, beautiful. You don't even have to know what it means. You can just feel it inside and go with that vibration. And it's going to tell you what the meaning is.
Pronouns are on to another verse.
Where are we?
I think it's time for another verse.
Okay, that's good.
The next verse is on page 5 of the handouts.
So many of you are familiar with Bhartri Hari. He's very direct. He doesn't pull any punches. This is one of my all-time favorites. I'm going to lead it piece by piece. We're all going to repeat piece by piece. Yavat, yavat, swastam, swastam, idam, idam, shariram, shariram, arujam, 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 yavanjara, yavanjara, durato, durato. One beautiful Sandhi there. Yavanjara is 2 words. It started before they came together here. They were yavat and jara. But there's a special Sandhi that when a hard letter like the dental ta of yavat comes in contact with a soft ja, that hard ta changes to the soft non-aspirate of that next letter. So instead of, and it makes the sound of it so much more beautiful. Instead of yavat jara, yavanjara. Perfect.
To Naren's point about Sandhi and unity.
Yep. Girijā used to say that 2 people are walking down the street coming toward each other. And the one who recognizes the other one first starts, oh my goodness, I remember that person from 10 years ago. They weren't very nice to me. I better start adjusting right now. Giving themselves time to make the adjustment so in a few more steps, it's a little easier than it was 10 years ago. So he referred to the meeting, all of us meeting each other all the time as a type of Sandhi. He applied everything to our life, all the time. Second line, yavat, yavat. That's another yavat with a dental ta, changing to the letter that comes after it to make it yavat chendriya, yavat chendriya, shaktir, shaktir. We all know what Shakti is. We're feeling it. Apratihata, apratihata, yavat, yavat, kshayo, kshayo, nayusha, Nayusha. Third line. Atma Shreyasi. Atma Shreyasi. Atma. Atma Shreyasi. Shreyasi. Atma Shreyasi. Atma Shreyasi. Tavad. Tavad. Eva. Eva. Tavadeva. 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 Vidusha. Vidusha. Karya. Karya. Prayatno. Mahan. Prayatno Mahan. Prayatno Mahan. Last line. Sandipte. Sandipte. Bhavane. Bhavane. Tukupa. Kukupa. Kananam. Kupa Kananam. Kupa Kananam. Pratyudyama. Pratyudyama. Kidrisha. Kidrisha. The basic meaning here, so long as this body is fit and free from disease, as long as old age is far away, while the power of the senses is unimpaired, and there is no lessening of the lifespan, then indeed the wise person should make great effort in experiencing supreme consciousness. So we should develop a meditation program now when we are able. The younger the better, so that when you get to be older and you can't begin to manage. And some of his counter suggestions here, like the man on his dying bed, now just starting to take the herbs he should take, that would have helped him 10 years ago. Or the man, his house is just fully burned down, and he's just now digging the well to get the water to put a fire out or to drink. Bhartrihari is saying, what's with this? Why are you doing this? He's speaking to all of us. Why do we do this? So Guruji's point about get to work. Do all of your work in the world, but get to work here on this beyond the body and mind. And it's a gift for all of us. There's nobody left out. Oh, any questions at all about anything? Yeah, great idea. How about this? Why don't I lead each line and then we do each line together to make it simpler? Yavat svastam midam shariram arujam. Let's do pada by pada. I'll start over. Yavat svastam idam shariram arujam. Together. Yavat svastam idam shariram arujam. Yavanjara durato. Yavanjara durato. Yavachendriya shaktira pratihata. Yavachendriya shaktira pratihata. Yavakshayo nayusha. Yavakshayo nayusha. Atma shreyasita vade vavidusha. Atma shreyasita vade vavidusha. Karya prayatno mahan. Karya prayatno mahan. Sandipte bhavane tukupa kananam. Sandipte bhavane tukupa kananam. Pratyudyama kidrisha. Pratyudyama kidrisha. Pratyudyama kidrisha. Pratyudyama kidrisha. Now let's do the whole thing together. Om Yavat svastamidam shariram arujam. Yavat jara durato. Beautiful. yavat chendriya shaktira pratihata yavat kshayo nayusha atma shrayasita vadeva vidusha karya prayatno mahan sandipte bhavane tukupakananam pratyudyama kidrasha pratyudyama kidrasha om om om. Let's feel that for a minute.
I think I'd really like to chant the beach mantras
Mm-hmm.
and their petals.
Yeah.
So you chant the chakra names, and then I'll lead the chanting. To
Mhm.
me, this is such a feeling experience. I'm going to need another paper, though, because I'm really turning my head.
We dropped into the Girijā this morning with every intention of having time on the way back to plan each little sequence perfectly. We got off the George Washington Bridge very nicely and then missed the turn for the Palisades Parkway. And what we didn't know is my phone was, the mode was into back roads only. We took 20 different back roads to get here. It only meant that we couldn't perfectly organize our order. That's why you're seeing us going back and forth a little
But
bit.
we like improvisation.
But it was great improvisation, and the back roads were beautiful.
Okay.
What are we going to do?
We're gonna chant the beach mantras for the chakras along with all their petals. So you're
Okay.
gonna chant
The name?
Yes. Yep. And then we'll all repeat it. And
And they can see there, yeah?
yeah, they also have papers.
So we'll start at the bottom, yeah?
Start at the bottom. Yeah.
Muladhara, Muladhara. Again. Muladhara, Muladhara.
Lam.
Lam,
Lam.
Lam.
Vam sham sham sam.
Vam sham sham sam. Svadhisthana. Svadhisthana. Again. Svadhisthana. Svadhisthana.
Vam.
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 Bam bam mam yam ram.
Bam bam mam yam ram. Manipura.
Manipura. Ram.
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 Dum dum num tum tum dum dum num pum pum.
Dum dum num dum 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 num pum
pum.
Anahata.
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 Anahata. Yam.
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 Yam. Kam kam gum gum num chum chum jum jam, nyam, tam, tam.
Kam, kam, gum, gum, dum, dum,
Cham,
jam,
jam,
dum,
tam, tam.
You can feel it vibrating in you. If Laraji was here, he would be laughing his head off. Vishuddhi. Vishuddhi. We're coming up. We're coming up.
Hum.
Hum.
Hum. Hum.
Hum.
Im, rim, rim. Aim, I'm, aum, aham.
Im, rim, I'm,
aham.
Feel that for a moment. Agya. Agya. Agya.
Agya. Ksham.
Hum, ksham.
Hum, ksham.
Hum, ksham.
Hum, ksham.
Hum, ksham. Sahasrara.
Sahasra.
Sahasrara. Sahasrara.
The pedal sounds are the full alphabet, so let's chant the alphabet together.
Let's start with the vowels and go right through together. I, U, A, I, O, R, letter, ka, ga, na, ka, ga, na, cha, ja, nya, cha, ja, nya, ta, da, na, ta, da, na, ta, da, na, ta, da, na, pa, ba, ma, pa, ba, ma, yara, lava, yara, lava, yara, lava, yara, lava, kshatraya, no, sha, saha, sha, saha, sha, saha, sha, saha, kshatraya, 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 tra, ya. Let's feel that. Invariably, Guruji, when we were chanting the alphabet, he would get to the semi-vowels, and he would lead us, yam, ram, lam, vam, yam, ram, lam, vam, together. Yam, ram, lam, vam, yam, ram, lam, vam, yam, ram, lam, vam, yam, ram, lam, vam. Again. Yam ram lam vam, yam ram lam, yam ram lam vam, yam ram. Let's feel that. So every sound in the Sanskrit language is a bij mantra. And you know, we're all familiar with seeds in our garden. And we take the seed, like say, of an apple tree. Little thing in our palm, you can hardly see it. And you put it in good soil. And you water it nicely and often. And you protect it from too much wind. And it grows and it grows and it grows into this amazing tree that brings more fruit. How is that possible? There's a little seed. How did that happen? So it just proves that there's a higher force somewhere. And this Sanskrit grammar helps us to find that higher source in ourselves, that anahata nadam, that's so powerful in us. And most of us don't even know it's there. But with Guruji's training, he helped us slow down. If somebody had to go off to work, he'd bless them, go off to work. But when you got back and Sanskrit class was going on, you're back in class. Or if you're tired, you sleep in the class. It was okay. It was so enlightening. And so, what's the word? So endearing. His way of treating all of us with our different problems. He knew exactly what to do with each one. And he's still vibrating there for all of us. Whoever has an intention to want to feel that. Any questions at all? Any from the outside group? Okay. We should do one more thing for sure.
Absolutely.
Why not?
We can chant Nada, or we can go.
I think we should do that one verse that we were putting at the end.
No, go forward. This is the one you want, right?
Nope.
Oh.
Not a Bindu Kalatmane. The one that we struck out.
Okay, it's in there. Yeah.
Wonderful. So this is also in Nada Yoga, Guruji's book. I highly recommend getting this book and getting the Isha Upanishad and getting Guruji's Atma Bodha and make it a year or two project to go through them. I read this years ago and it didn't fit. It wasn't right. And then went back to it and it was like, oh my God, when did they put this in the book? You'll grow from it. And if you read all three, slowly but surely, take 3 years, you will be transformed. There's no question. And I'm only speaking from the point of view from a suicidal young guy who was turned right around by this language. Okay. Let's echo little by little. Let's start with Om together. Om. Namah, Namah Shivaya, Shivaya, Gurave, Gurave, Om Namah Shivaya, Gurave, together. Om Namah Shivaya, Gurave, Nara Bindu Kalatmane, Nara Bindu Kalatmane, Niranjana, Niranjana Padam, Padam, Niranjana Padam, Niranjana Padam, Yati, Yati, Nityam, Nityam, Yatra, Yatra, Parayana, Parayana, Nityam Yatra Parayana, Nityam Yatra Parayana, Nityam Yatra Parayana, Nityam Yatra Parayana. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave, Om Namah Shivaya Gurave, Nara Bindu Kalatmane, Nara Bindu Kalatmane, Niranjana Padam Yati, Niranjana Padam Yati, Nityam Yatra Parayana, Nityam Yatra Parayana, Nityam Yatra Parayana, Nityam Yatra Parayana. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave, Om Namah Shivaya Gurave, Nara Bindu, Nara Bindu, Nara Bindu, Kalatmane, Kalatmane, Nara Bindu Kalatmane, Nara Bindu Kalatmane, Niranjana Padamyati, Niranjana Padamyati, Nityam Yatra Parayana, Nityam Yatra Parayana, Nityam Yatra Parayana, Nityam Yatra Parayana. Let's feel that for a minute. That electromagnetic energy and that sound vibrating in our head, our body. Let's chant this together. Oh, all the way through, no stopping. Om, Om, Om Namah Shivaya Gurave, Nara Bindu Kalatmane, Niranjana Padamyati, Nityam Yatra Parayana, Nityam Yatra Parayana. Om. Guruji's translation here. Salutations to the Nada, which is the inner guide and the inner life, the dispenser of happiness to all. It is this inner Guru appearing as Nada, Bindu, and Kala, one who is devoted to the inner Guru, the Nada, the inner music, obtains the highest bliss. Om. 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 Any more? Finished.
Finished.
Finished. Thank you all so much.